Okay. I think we're good. Loading up. Something. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. My name's Twice. This may or may not be the final episode of 1000XResist. We'll just have to see where it takes us. We had a short episode last time just because we split the episodes up. It was basically just 40 minutes of psychological torture at the hands of Nowhere. It was great. It was a good time had by all. Oh, we're still in it, by the way. I thought we would get like a chapter done. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, thanks. All right, we left off when our Iris's parents decided to just have a dance party. Probably right before they die, but I mean, it was. I mean, it's a great shot to end it on for sure. Oh, they don't have anything to say to each other? Just very awkward. I mean, honestly, they dance pretty close to how I feel, so I suppose that's fair. Yeah. Looks a lot like Old Town out there. Anybody want to talk to me right now? No. I'm not looking very blue anymore. Oh shit. Observant Shell's dancing. Okay. Drunk talking.
You remember? In the darkest of times, it was songs that got us through.
I thought it was our bickering.
That was our last drop of alcohol.
But we have bottomless
2, 3,
songs.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Val, I know you've been unhappy for so long. Iris is gone. It's just us now. You don't have to pretend. I regret leaving.
Hey, that's your drunk talking.
I regret all that mess we left behind. What was the point? Fighting for freedom, the 5 demands, it was a mistake.
You know that's not true.
All it did was expedite the end. Brought their fists down harder, faster.
Come on, Clara.
We lost, didn't we?
It wasn't just about winning.
What? What was it about then?
You remember? In the streets, hundreds of thousands marching shoulder to shoulder. Biggest demonstrations in HK history. The world watched it all happen, heard our voices, saw us bleed.
So?
So, if we stayed silent, didn't stand up for ourselves, they would say, this is how it always was. They would say, this is what the people wanted. But no, they can't say that, because it has gone down in history that we resisted fiercely, that we fought for a different future until we couldn't. That legacy lives in us.
Dies with us too.
Yes, but it lives on in Iris.
Wherever she is.
Wherever she is.
You believe
It's on in a
that?
piece of Iris.
Of course.
Well, you can just reset her mouse. That's fun.
Told me.
Then I guess I believe it too.
Finally. Oh, you're all red now.
What did you say? I'll do it. Say that again. I said, I'll confess. You've come to your senses after all these years in here. Years? Finally. I'm so proud. Guard, no more doses. Let's get some fresh clothes. Maybe a haircut. Replace those broken glasses, won't you? We need to have her appear just like the Watcher we knew and loved.
Well, I understand. It doesn't make it any less heinous, though. From their perspective, at least. Hello?
I'm back. Why did you leave the door open? Ah, yeah. It wasn't easy. No one saw me. I swear. Bah?
And honestly, I don't blame him either for what I'm about to see. Oh, I'm not about to see anything.
Hello? Ah, it's me. It's just me. There's no danger. No one saw me. Ay, 你去咗邊啊?
Not there. Not there. Okay. In this room? No.
Why are
Okay.
the lights off? There's
They
nothing
just
to
leave.
worry about. I found more ivy drip. You'll feel better right away. Bah? I thought you hated making videos. You idiot. How far do you think you're going to get without me?
All you have to do is repeat the lines. Simple as that. Do you understand? I do. This is the right thing to do, Watcher. I'm looking out for you. Repeat the lines as we practiced. Trust me, okay? Okay. We're rolling. Everyone can hear you now, Watcher. Just go ahead.
I don't think that's true with your technology.
Sisters, it's me, Watcher. I'm alive. I confirm it is year 3 AA, after All Mother.
Okay, that makes sense.
There's something
Probably should have figured that one out.
Something I want you to know.
No. Oh, okay.
When they were beating me up, there were 4. 5 of them. They were completely covered up. Helmet, gas mask, shield, no eyes, no skin showing, nothing. What do you do when you face this kind of enemy? My brother called out for me as they dragged him away. Oh, Muichi-saka. That's what he said. What makes a person say this? Moi. I'm not strong like you. Like your mother. These sounds, him screaming, my skull cracking. Do you know why I used to sing all the time? It helped to drown out the sounds.
I'm gonna keep raging.
My birthday soon. I hate that. Trapped in this body. Trapped in this age. Trapped in this time.
I never wanted to be a father. How could I? I lost all faith and respect for this world, but I couldn't tell your mom. She believed so deeply that this was how to reclaim the dignity we lost. To be honest, Mui, when you were born, it was hard for me to love you at first. Then after a while, it was the only thing I knew how to do.
I'm still raging.
My sister asked me today what it was like to have a father. I don't know. I don't know that Iris anymore. She listened to music, I think. Wanted to draw pictures. That Iris took the easy way out. That Iris should have been stronger.
When you were growing up, there was this rage inside you that would burst out from time to time. I couldn't understand why. We tried to give you everything we didn't have. Maybe you felt the same way I did. Waking up one day on the wrong side of the wrong bed, and then living the rest of your life that way. Like wrong ingredients in a soup. Smells right, looks right, but in the stomach, it's bitter. Mui, I thought I could give you a life without such bitterness. But isn't this just the way? We do not get to choose what we inherit. I promised myself I would die in Hong Kong. That's where my ashes belong.
What youngest maid? All I could hear was blood. All I could taste was bitter. What came over me? Cutting that thing? I've never felt more powerful. Do you see me now, Keepers? Look what I am capable of. Look how far I can go. Youngest must learn the hard way. The other sisters will understand. She needs to be punished. Maybe she will finally grow. Maybe I will finally get some peace and quiet. This is the right thing for both of us. I am pushed too far.
Clara, you've taken such good care of me. I think you can finally take a day off. 我身方 OK， 我会非常 OK。We can all meet there for some noodle, okay?
I can't believe you.
They deserve to know.
You think I was going to air this live?
I'm not stupid. I already said this.
Without so much as a dress rehearsal? You stupid, selfish. Principal is not going to be pleased.
Observant shell is capital red. Which means observant shell fucking sucks.
This could have been easy. Honorable. Instead... Guard, are we rolling?
Yes, High Minister.
Good morning, Watcher. Care to confess today?
I got a resistance in the name.
I'd rather die.
Figured as much?
You knew, didn't you? Makes sense now. A knower always knows. You knew what she was doing, and you let her do it. And you let me do it.
Watcher, please. The more time you spend in here, the more stories you're making up. Do you remember this?
Secretary.
Yes. And the piece you used to end Mother. How crude.
You're gonna kill me? Fine. Put me out of my misery, sister.
Extracting a confession is like pulling out a dirty, rotten tooth.
I'm not afraid.
Good. It'll hurt, but when it's all over, all healed, you'll feel cured. Free, even.
What
She always have red eyes?
waiting for?
Tell me, Watcher, who's to blame for Mother's death?
I mean, I don't even think Principal's fully to blame. I mean, it seems like just a systemic. You know what?
I see.
Who did it, Watcher?
I ain't pleading.
Focus on the question, please, Watcher.
Mom, you're just gonna stand around.
No
Well,
one
got
cares, sister.
one eye.
How much do you care for that remaining eye of yours? This will all be over faster if you don't resist. Let's try again. Watcher, who's to blame for Mother's death?
Mom! They'll get you too! I hope you burn.
A pity. A watcher who can no longer see. Guard, you can stop the recording. Clean this mess up, please, and leave her.
Okay, well, I mean... Okay, sure. Truly,
One
I mean, horrendous.
You can't stop me from going.
Not here to stop you. I just want to talk.
I don't have much time. They're waiting.
We fled too. You know? left our friends and family behind.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, it was Mom who was brave enough to have hope, brave enough to want more for our lives, more for your life. Always hard to know when to stay, when to go.
Yeah.
But when we made that choice, we hurt many people. What I'm saying, when we, is that she will come to understand your decision.
She's so angry.
I know. That's a mother's job.
Is it?
Just promise to come home. You don't have to mean it. But false hope is still hope, and it will take care of us for a while.
Hello, Iris.
Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you were right.
Ooh, you think so? About what?
They won't be children forever. Not like me. Or you.
Iris.
They have a chance to grow. Maybe I should let them. If the Keepers can speak to me this way, I'm sure I can repurpose it. Show them the past.
But they may not like what happened.
Maybe that's okay. Yes, it's okay. The most important thing, whether they like it or not, is to remember.
This is concerning.
Watch her. Watch her, watch her, watch her. Ah, look at you.
You should be dead, you know. Principal asked for your head, but I couldn't do that to my own sister.
I had to do some things that are just way worse.
So I brought her your eyes instead.
Do you want me to thank
So
you for
now, the
that?
touch. Think of this as a favor.
You do. That's insane.
You've seen too much. Now you can give that all a rest. Is this how you pictured the future? Principal, you can't imagine what she's capable of.
Bad acting, mostly, is what I saw.
Or maybe, of all people, you really can.
Like, just the worst playwright I've seen in a while.
We were happy before, weren't we? We had our functions, our simple pleasures. We had each other. And now look at us.
Who's us?
I guess Mother was right. It is our lot to be bound.
Hello, 3 keepers.
Everyone, settle down.
Mother, what is this about?
Please. I'm asking nicely.
You're nervous.
Just sit down.
Is this about your sleepwalking?
Will you let me explain? We are going to have a communion. Yes, a communion. All together.
What is that word?
I want to share a memory with you. Something special to me. Something special to my mother. A place from a long time ago.
A place on the surface? With humans?
That's right. Now, close your eyes. Closed? Yes? In 3, 2, 1.
I was not ready for the full motion video aspect. It's almost as... It might be more jarring than Inscription. But I am kind of a sucker for it. Obviously, Inscription was a blast. I know a lot of people think it dragged and it wasn't as interesting in the first part, or in subsequent parts. Because of, I think, the escape room aspect of it all in the first part was everyone's favorite. Which is fair. It was my favorite as well. But I still enjoyed this, like, the weird trip it took. Alan Wake, of course, and Control, and basically anything Remedy. They love putting true, like, real actors in front of a camera for bits and pieces. I mean, there used to be a lot more. That was more of a trend in the, I don't know, 90s-ish. It wasn't full motion video, but like Dragon's Lair was another one where you'd play for the cut-ins, but that was more, the animation was just phenomenal. And there were some really bad ones. They'd like to take parts of like actual episodes of a TV show or something and tie it into the game. Like, I feel like I remember a wrestler having a show, and then I don't know, it went like 4 episodes, but I watched a speedrun of a game that was based on that. It was almost entirely cutscenes, except for random, like, little bits of really bad gunplay. Heck, it was still entertaining, though. I don't want to click in case I skip something important, but I have no idea how long this goes for. Oh, it might be fading out. Honestly, if you showed that kind of communion, you'd have a lot happier sisters, but it's braver to show everything. Now, that's me.
So, you finally found a way out. What is that place we keep seeing? An ancient human city. It keeps reoccurring everywhere. It's an obsession. Does it still exist? In what sense? I don't know. In any sense?
I mean, part of it exists in Old Town was part of Canada, I think.
That's up to us. I don't know where you end and I begin. It's messy, isn't it? We've been in here for a long time. Longer than I've ever attempted.
4 years
But
worth?
now, you've seen everything I have to show.
7 AA. They said it was a decade, I think.
These last fragments were what Principal wanted to hide. They needed to be seen. We'll never get anywhere by tampering with history. After this, I want you to understand. This communion will no longer protect us. Time will march forward, and we must confront our sins. Let's go. I'm glad to hear that. You know, I learned a thing or two this time around. So did I. We need to change. Together, then, into the future.
Or was the decade like a estimation? 7 is where we're at right now.
What's going on?
Dear one, what the fuck? Nowhere.
Fixer
What did you do to her?
is...
Straight to judgment. You haven't changed, little sister.
Her eyes. What happened to her eyes?
I did what I had to do.
Come on. On your feet. I'm here.
Baby?
The days get shorter, don't they?
Baby? Is that really you?
As me as I'll ever be.
Secretary! Don't forget Secretary!
I've got them. Don't worry.
Baby, your arm.
She's blind.
You really took your time?
You said she would be safe.
She's breathing, isn't she?
That is not what I meant.
No thanks? No acknowledgement? You're the one who's obsessed with this whole bloodless encounter. Taking your sweet time, everything in its right place. Don't you understand by now? Someone will always get hurt. That is the reality. You're lucky she still remembers who she is.
Let's go, BB. Nowhere. Things are in motion, okay? We'll be in touch.
Wait,
Oh, you want to thank you? Well,
attend to me.
what do you mean?
Make it look convincing. Your wrench. That should do the trick.
Are you doing okay?
You know me, sister. I'm doing what I must.
Yeah, you're better at that than I am.
You've always been...
You could have let her finish. Hurts less when you can't see it coming. Besides, I hate when she gets sentimental.
I just don't like her, period. So this takes place... That was still year 3, right? So it's been 4 years since, at least, if not 7. Did Watcher essentially become one with Blue? I couldn't tell you. That's Healer, who I thought was burned alive.
Oh,
Is just no one dead now?
she rises.
Well, some people are dead.
Healer.
Good. And your name?
The you that remains.
Try again.
Blue.
Better. And where are we?
You missed the ending. Birthday party. Youngest gift.
Well, aren't you all sorts of something?
How long was I?
The whole time, sister. Since the beginning.
The beginning? When was the beginning?
Who knows? Who cares? For us, it's only been 8 hours.
You mean I've been communing this whole time?
Look, honey, I'll be blunt. I don't know you, but let me tell you how it looks from where I'm sitting. For years, we've been riding this train, working to piece things back together, and then, hours ago, you decided to set off a bomb. In one moment, you destroyed everything we've been working toward.
What did you want with the ministers?
That's not for you to know. I can tell you we didn't want them burnt to a crisp. We knew those sisters. I even birthed some of those sisters.
They turned on you.
Was that a good enough reason to torch them?
I mean, Blue sure thinks
If
so.
you knew what I had been through, you would have done the same.
For all miscellaneous like you.
Watch her. I need to see her.
Was that joyride not enough? She's not taking visitors.
She'll want to see me.
Is that so? Easy on your feet there. We don't need another patient aboard.
You sat next to me the whole time?
BB did.
It's very kind of her.
Don't flatter yourself, honey. We didn't know what you'd be like. Terrorist and all.
They said you were incinerated.
I might as well be. I haven't stepped off this train for who knows how long. I've lost track. What did they get me for? Too many puns?
They said you were running dangerous experiments.
Well, that part is true.
I know. What's outside?
The view. Can't you tell?
Not so great.
You're right. I've seen better.
Are we going somewhere?
Finally waking up, are we?
I wanted to burn it all down.
You got what you wanted. Happy?
I'll be back.
I don't doubt it. Nowhere to go here except back and forth. Back and forth.
This is BBF.
Are you really gonna follow me around like this?
You don't like it?
Did I say that out loud?
I've got some new tricks. I promise. And Watcher told me to, so I have to.
Okay then. Good talk.
Thank you.
Yes. Nowhere doesn't make a whole heck of a lot of sense to me. I'll tell you that much.
Watcher? Is it really you? It's me. Blue. I guess.
I don't sense any activity.
Watcher. Can you hear me? Hello?
Okay, good talk.
Did you see that?
Okay.
What are you referring to?
You didn't see anything?
I believe the train is experiencing power fluctuations.
Going crazy, that's good.
Did you and Watcher have a good chat? Surprised you're not sick of each other yet?
She's barely there.
Her condition has been critical for a long time now. The drugs they gave her in captivity?
But I was just fine. She was just fine.
She may be lucid in a communion, but her meat sac is failing her. Every communion
I know that
sends her
feeling.
system through the ringer.
Then why did she...
Addiction? She's been playing the past over and over, going round and round.
I had no idea.
She needs to be resting. You should be doing the same. You look terrible.
Thanks.
Fixer? I need to see Fixer.
Are you even listening to me? Of course you're not. Who listens to Healer anyways?
Go even
Said
faster.
there'd be no more blood. Evie, we don't have time for this. We're already on our way there. They know we're coming. You tricked me. We don't always get to choose how it goes, okay? Fixer, I shot her in the head. You did what you needed to do. What you needed me to do. How aim can an arrow from a bow that can't bend? What are you even saying? How about I speak your language? Let the murderers do their murdering. Leave me out of it.
Everything's swell here.
You. Good timing.
How are you alive?
Hey, this is my train. I'm asking the questions. Who do you work for?
Yes, yes, yes. I don't know about those last two.
Chris. She runs a miscellaneous underground network. I wanted to help.
Chris.
You know her?
I told her to wait.
The way the Reds treat us in Old Town, we were done waiting. I was done waiting. I met with the Jows.
The Jows?
They sent the others to me.
They've gone rogue.
The Irish fanatics, they helped. They want to clear the way for a second Allmother.
Those weirdos? They're involved now?
A sister named Doreen. From your time, I think.
I can't believe she would go around me like this.
I can. All the old sisters are getting picked off one by one. Bartender was shot.
No wonder I haven't heard from her.
You talked?
Not as much as I would have liked.
There was a guard. A white guard.
Mauve? That's her name?
Why wouldn't it be? I saw her in the communion. She was there with Watcher in the cell. She wants to incinerate all the sisters from the last generation.
If that's true, Nowhere's in danger. You're telling me they all helped?
In one way or another.
Shit. I knew something was going on. Why do you think we grabbed you?
They cut you out.
Losers.
How'd you know it was me? I was following you.
I sent Secretary to do some spying on our friends.
But what have you been doing all this time? Where are we?
I finally figured out these damn trains. We're circling. Never in one place. Always on the move.
What's our plan?
My plan went up in smoke thanks to you. The ministers were going to overthrow Principal. Legitimately.
The Red Guard would never stand for it.
I was working on it.
Things are out of control. I've seen through Watcher's eyes. People need to know the truth.
Things take time, okay? They take careful planning. I don't expect a shell like you to understand that.
Where are we headed?
That's rude as hell, too.
We're to rendezvous with everyone in 72 hours. They called a meeting. God damn it. Not now.
What happened?
These trains were never meant to run non-stop like this. Something must have... Get out of my way.
Well, everybody's happy here.
No. It's only a matter of time.
BB, hey. You okay?
Do I know you?
I'm blue.
You seem uncertain about that.
I'm adjusting.
Long communion ring your sky through the iris of an eye?
Something like that.
So you're the mass murderer.
Well, some bitter lessons no poetry will ever solve.
Why do I know these words?
They are yours. I spent time with you in the communion.
If you are so acquainted with me, then you must know that I don't trust murderers.
That makes two of us. Two murderers who have it out for murderers.
Leave me, will you? There was dire and damage enough before you came along.
Can I just ask you a question? About Fixer and Watcher?
No.
Okay. Cool beans. Feeling a bit out of the loop here. Well, more like in the out group.
You were so mad, but so out of breath, to be honest. It was hard not to laugh.
How is she?
Stable, for now.
You sleep here?
Best that someone is nearby at all times.
What about BB?
Sleeps too soundly.
And Fixer?
Honey, don't play dumb.
You talk to her?
I tell her bedtime stories of the past, seeing as how much she likes that stuff.
Can she hear you? Us?
The monitors don't pick up any response, but you can give it a shot. Maybe you'll be successful, since the two of you have such a bond.
I think Watcher was trying to share something important with me.
Like what?
Right at the end, something about that city. The one we left.
City?
You haven't seen it?
I see. Shared all this to a stranger. I was always trying to get her to open up to me, her sister.
Okay, so I think universally I am loathed. Reputation in the gutter.
Watcher, can you hear me? Inside sunrise, please.
Apologies. This often happens.
A mix as old as sweet as...
You want to tell her a story?
I mean, I'll go through.
I can make you an inside sunrise. Have all the ingredients for it. Just wake up. Melody? I think I'll leave her for now. Let her rest.
As you wish.
No one is beyond forgiveness.
What if we're caught? Do you see what I'm saying?
I'll carry her.
BB, without the meds, the equipment,
I'll carry the equipment.
she's lived too many lifetimes.
Are you giving up on our sister?
Don't do that. Remember what our functions have in common. Both require us to separate our heartbreak from our hand.
Well, this is my hand talking. Try again. You are the queen of experimentation. Try something you haven't tried yet.
You're overstepping.
The sand need only pour once before it knows oblivion.
What sand?
I have failed sisters before. If you will not, I'll do it myself.
And I suppose I just sit around and let you make a mess of the place?
You probably shouldn't.
All right, let me think. Is there something I haven't thought of? What else?
Okay.
What else?
Healer?
Not now.
I want to help.
Honey, just leave me. Please. You really want to help?
Yes.
Then tell Fixer to get herself over to Watcher.
Are you sure it should be me?
I thought you wanted to help.
Okay, but what about the train?
Tell her she may not have many more chances.
All right.
We were never very good at talking to one another.
Maybe the easier it was, the harder it is when it's broken. There was a time I didn't talk to anyone, even my closest sisters.
And how did you come out of it?
Someone believed in me.
Good for you.
How long have Watcher and Fixer been like this?
When Watcher came back to us, she was in a dire state already. Fixer insisted on giving her an eye. Watcher refused. Fixer pressed on. Watcher retreated, and they cut each other deeply.
What was said?
Don't think that's for you to know.
You were hurt.
Skirmishes on the tracks. If you're looking for stories of bloody battle, you should move along, sister.
You knew the Minister of Defense?
She was a pupil of mine.
I remember.
If you saw it all, then why ask?
Wish me luck.
I need more than that with Fixer.
Just trying to do my best.
You're funny, Bang Bang Fire.
I was. Once.
Ugh. This is uncomfortable.
A mess. Everything is a mess.
What is all this stuff?
Pieces for a backup pantograph. Bits for a secondary suspension. This train needs a whole teardown and rebuild. By hand. We can't be sitting still like this.
Do the others help you?
Do you really expect BB to have the precision or Healer to have the grit? Machines don't consider your feelings. They'll tell you you're wrong every time. That's their best quality.
I just came back from her room. Watcher's not doing so great.
What's changed? She's always been so moody. Always trying to get attention by saying nothing. I don't have time for her antics.
Healer says there isn't much time left.
She's always so dramatic. I've got work to do. We're stuck, and who's going to get us unstuck, huh? huh?
I think she really means it.
Alright, little messenger. Tell her this for me. Fuck off.
What happened to you on the other side? Is that why you're like this? Is that why you can't face Watcher?
I'd be careful if I were you.
Fixer.
What did I say? Fuck off.
Once in a communion, I experienced the sky pouring itself apart, and it gave me such melancholy, some sense that all we've ever known is brittle. Oh, sorry, I thought you were healer.
I remember this. I experienced this with you. I remember you liked the sound of the rainfall.
Huh. I had forgotten about that.
For what it's worth, I get it. I spent a lot of my life feeling the same way.
Really?
Like, nothing was right. Like, I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing.
Yes. A shift in the wind can set the sails.
Yeah. I couldn't have said it better.
Oh?
And can I just say, knock knock?
Who's there?
Tank.
Tank? Who?
You're welcome.
Wow.
I have to go deliver a message. I'll leave you with the rain.
Ha! Ha!
Whoa. It buzzes. Cut it out.
Okay.
That was quick.
I have a message to deliver.
Go on.
Fuck off.
She is consistent, if nothing else. Don't tell anyone, Blue. I'm tired. I'm so damn tired. So many years trapped like this, at each other's throats. Is it wrong that I long for simpler times?
How did you escape?
The night of the occupant event, Nowhere came to us, shaking. Explained that Watcher got on the train meant for her, that things were going to take a bad turn. BB and I fled to Old Town, and bartender hid us under the baseboards of the bar.
You mean in the storage?
You know the place.
We stashed strange ingredients down there.
And that's what we were. There was barely enough room to stand. We spent
2 months.
hiding before
Oh
Fixer found us.
God.
Imagine our surprise, seeing the dead come back to life.
I didn't know bartender did so much.
She saved us.
She saved me too. What do you miss from that time?
I miss my station, my lab, having the resources to do proper work. All the shells simply doing their part, calling me Sister Pink.
I can call you Sister Pink, if that helps.
No, thank you. Sometimes just to miss something is enough.
Do you regret anything?
I used to think I was so above everything, speaking my mind and my truth as if everyone wanted to hear it, as if doing the same thing over and over again.
Truth.
Even when everything was getting worse, and some people needed to hear something else.
Healer, you need a break.
I'm beyond rest, honey. Don't worry about me. You, on the other hand,
I'm doing fine.
please. I need someone to listen to me for once.
Now hear this. Now hear this. This is a system-wide transmission direct to you, the esteemed High Minister. Sisters and compatriots, this is the High Minister speaking. A brutal attack has been made on our solemn efforts at a sustainable future. I need not recite the damage, but I will speak their names. Vivian, Janice, Vanessa, Eileen, Denise. These were the ministers that served you without a thought to their own desires. Yesterday, They were brutally murdered in an act of senseless violence. Not since the death of the All-Mother have we seen such bloodshed and shared such grief. Yet, there is hope in these trying times. Our principle persists.
Excuse me?
Sisters, she lives. And with her blessing, I have been given emergency powers to hunt down these terrorists and punish them to the full extent of our laws. Effective immediately, all sisters and compatriots will shelter in place. Those who seek to harm us are still at large. Stay inside, stay safe. We will seek no rest and see no night until those responsible are brought to justice. Let the inside sky cast no shadow for these criminals. This is your High Minister speaking. The
Okay,
year
so
is
788 is it.
The time
Got it.
is 1900 hours. Gratitude to the provisional government.
Help! Someone help! Get away from me! Move! Help! I'd rather die.
Okay.
Healer, do something. Wake her up. Shortness of breath, heart palpitations, blood pressure spike.
You knew, didn't you? It makes sense now. A knower always knows. You knew what she was doing.
Noah's voice must have triggered her.
My eye! You took my eye! Help! Someone help!
Watcher, breathe. Just breathe real slowly, love.
No more. These injections. They make me see things.
Please, Blue, say something to her.
Watcher, you wanted an inside sunrise, right? I have one for you. Mixed to perfection. He'll calm you right down, I promise. Nowhere can hurt you now. You're gonna kill me? Good. Put me out of my misery, sister. How long will this last?
I don't know. This is more strain on her system than she can bear. Go tell Fixer to come now. Go tell her it's now or never.
Okay. I'm just a messenger that gets yelled at a lot, I guess. This chapter. Guess I should have been worried when I was getting secretary.
Oh,
Huh?
my daily bother comes around.
Fixer. It's now or never.
Haven't I heard that before? Dramatic. Everyone on this train is so dramatic.
Fixer, you don't understand.
I understand just fine. Watcher does what Watcher wants, and everyone pays for it.
The Fixer I know would never...
Right. How could I forget? You know me. You know Watcher. You know it all, don't you?
I know what you mean to her.
You know, while you two were busy reminiscing, some of us were taking things seriously. You heard nowhere. They're after us. They are after you. So have a sense of self-preservation, will you? Leave me alone. Let me do what needs to be done. You can go
Oh my
with
gosh.
the others.
What makes you so different from them?
I don't need to answer that. If you don't like it, there's the door.
Fine. Fine. I give up.
Good. Finally. You can thank me later.
Okay, so everyone's miserable now. They're just miserable piles of bitters. It's just, ugh.
Blue, quick. She's asking for you.
Healer?
No. Watcher. She's awake. Healer gave her something. For a sliver of a second, our sister is back. Just like she was before. Is Fixer coming?
No, I really tried.
Never mind. Go to her.
How about you?
I still need a moment.
What do you mean?
Watcher is dying. Healer says, whatever you do, don't tell her.
We have to tell her.
While awake, I will need to
Immediately.
deliver daggers. She deserves to traverse in peace. Please, Blue. These last moments are what she will carry into forever. Don't tell her. Please. Sweet, sweet watcher. How to separate heartbreak from hand.
Be gentle with her.
She needs to know. We can't keep this from her.
We can. We will. Any attempt at a communion will end her. Got it?
No communion. I got it.
We'll wait here.
Watcher, we're back together. Finally. You. I'm sorry. Commune. Now. Watcher, wait. We can't. Secretary, do it. Wait.
Okay. You didn't try that hard then. Okay, well.
We sisters need help.
I guess, well, now we've killed her too.
Watcher, end this communion now. There is a you that remains and remains. There is an us with a pattern we are threading. Listen to me. There is a branch that continues diverging. End this communion.
Don't think it's gonna work like that. Time to do, well, I guess time to do this. Is there anything down there? No? Okay. I don't think I'm allowed there. Oh. Okay, I guess, why did we do this? Is it just to, like, fall down? No, we're not falling down. There we go. Oh, I missed it by that much? That's rude. Where am I now? Just fall a little. Oh, you're not letting me fall. Okay. Fall this way. There we go.
Hey, I said stop this right now. There is a now. There is a now, and you are in it. Watcher, we both know you're in bad shape. Me? I'm fine. Here in this place, I feel more than fine. This now. When is it? Healer has been tending to you. She says you're... Then the time is right.
Oh, I don't even know where he... is that wrong? No, we're good. Ish. It's gotta be going up there, but to get there we need to, like... Yeah. Work our way up. Here. Alright.
Ah, Blue. It's you. Feels good to stretch my legs. Watcher, can you just stay put for a moment? We're running out of time. I'm glad we can talk. You said we needed to face the future. When did I say that? I say that, don't I? You're confused. Time and sequence. These are hard for me now. You must understand. Watcher, Why did you give me all your memories? Why did you choose me? I was a stranger, a nobody. Yes, you were without rank, status, function, without judgment. I could trust you with what happened. And then the more time I spent with you, I realized. Tell me, why did you name yourself Blue? Because I always felt I was searching for something. Something just out of reach. Ah, blue. The color of futility. You reminded me of me. I wanted more for the both of us. So I stayed and stayed until we became entangled. And now comes the most important part. Our sisters must understand how and why they are alive. We must help them resist erasure. After what I did, we're at each other's throats. How are we gonna make them listen? Let me show you. These familiars were gifts from the occupants. A way to communicate with them. When I hurt Secretary, they entered a self-protection state. Iris's commands were washed away.
I remembered everything.
The occupants communicate through referencing memory. Their recall is perfect. Our human ability to remember
Is pitiful.
Secretary, please.
Apologies.
The occupants gave the familiars to Iris, a way to store her memories outside of herself. They serve to ease where human memory is fallible. A single familiar allows for a two-way communion, like we are having now. But do you remember? Iris transmitting to all the ancient sisters at once. The memory of the city. Yes. When all three familiars are present, a mass communion can be initiated with every living thing in the orchard, the other side, this whole place. We can show everyone all at once what we know, and not only us, the experiences of Iris, her mother, her grandmother, our ancestors. Will that be enough? I've learned that all change and transformation is violent. Fixer, healer, BBF, they're no match for the Red Guard. There is a way.
Back to after the dance. Sure, yoink me around. Oh, oh, I can still yoink. Life is good.
We must summon the occupant.
What?
Iris's familiar has a direct link to the occupant. In the mass communion, you must summon them.
I don't understand.
Iris and the occupant had a pact. As we saw, she had been communing with them regularly, sharing with them her new memories. In exchange for her obedience, the occupant was hers to command.
Then why did the occupant attack?
She used this power to eradicate all the other humans in this place. You can't be suggesting. I am. We must seize that power. There is an opportunity now. I can feel it. Principal may be alive, but she is barely holding on to life. The explosion. Your actions, though desperate, destructive, have opened a path forward. An opportunity of this kind is fragile. You must ensure the path bends toward justice. You're asking me to use that power to kill sisters? I am asking you to make decisions. Do what it takes to protect a future worthwhile. But this is just the same cycle again and again. No. Secretary, explain.
When the occupant appears, I will merge with it.
You can do that?
I am an occupant.
You are an occupant.
Correct. I'm a copy, like you.
Do you remember where you're from? Why you're here?
No, I was branched without that knowledge. I was made to store and transmit memory, and then to learn your way of speaking. Once I merge with my source, I will remember.
And you trust, Secretary? I do.
You will be given administrative privileges upon my merging. I will make sure of that. We are tools. We will accept your commands.
Blue, I have searched for so long, replaying moments, trying to understand. Finally, I know what has to be done. Principal has the other two familiars. We must get to them. Initiate a mass communion, summon the occupant, and allow Secretary to merge with them. But Watcher, we can do it. I know we can. Here. This is your last communion. What are you talking about? You're dying. Watcher? Who told you to say that? What? What are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
Was it Knower? Did she convince you? Was it Principal? No. Watcher, listen to me.
Okay, you're just sending me further back each time? It's a minor inconvenience? Oh, that is more than a minor inconvenience. Big sorry. I think I'm just gonna keep falling. Yeah, okay. Is that good enough? Where should I go? Should I just fall right down here? Maybe? No. Okay. There you are.
Will you stop pushing me around? Knower. She got to you, didn't she? A knower always knows. After I told you everything.
You over there? No. Oh, that's just a big plane. Okay. I don't really know how to get higher here. I guess I could go lower. See what we can do with that. No. Right there. Thanks. Appreciate it. You're not gonna let me through on that one? You gotta be joshing.
Watcher, stop running.
Watcher, I'm afraid she's telling the truth.
The truth? What is the truth?
Your body is broken. Your mind.
This is exactly what they want. For us to doubt ourselves and give up.
What do you remember last?
I was chained up. No, that's not right. I was with my parents. Iris's parents. No, I was standing on the other side. Or was I talking to Zhao? Secretary, what is this? What's going on?
You are scattered across time.
Why didn't you stop me?
I tried. Every instance, you insisted.
Healer warned me early on. How many times have you lived it over? I don't know. I lost count.
837 instances.
Dear God.
Oh. Out there. What's happening out there? You've been in a daze, screaming in your sleep. I can't stop now. I don't know if it will work, but I have to see it through. I was tricked. So easily tricked. They're your sisters. Your sisters want to see you. Talk to them. Please. It's true I want to say goodbye. But I feel present. I am here. I don't want to be a picture. Come on. Let's go talk to Healer and Baby, okay? And fix her. Wait. Your mask. I want to pretend. Let me pretend. Okay. Will it hurt? I'm sure Healer won't let that happen. This is where I made the biggest mistake of my life. The world you live in. I never wanted it to turn out that way. I should have done better. We all should have done better. Tried harder. Left you something better. I promise. I will do my best. Secretary will do their best, right?
I'm always doing my best.
Not here. It's not here. One more.
Oh, that was more than one more, but okay. Feel a little bit like I am chasing down a child who says 5 more minutes before bedtime. Oh, you're gone. No, I'm just bad at finding you. Okay. Alright. In here. Okay, that's, nope. Not there. Okay, that's fine. Understandable. You're making it very hard for me to, okay. Here now. Nope, that's still closed. Cool. Yeah, no. Spend 20 more minutes then already.
Sometimes your backpack isn't big enough.
That's how it goes.
Isn't it strange? I've never actually been here before. But everything in my body tells me it's home. Thank you, Blue. I'm ready to see my sisters now. I can't wait to see you. Secretary?
Yes, Watcher.
Lights out. I'll go get Healer. Watcher? Watcher.
What did I say about communions?
I couldn't stop her.
Did you at least get to talk to her?
I did.
Did she say anything about us?
She said...
I mean... What would Watcher say here? I mean, she was feelings.
That she loved her sisters. Healer for being so strong. And BB for being so kind.
Oh. The train's broken for good, and we can't sit here any longer. We have to go on foot.
Watcher, do you hear that? We're going for a walk.
We're not taking a body with us.
No, that's not right.
We're not carrying a corpse around.
She's right, BB.
I can carry her. Let me carry her.
No, no one is carrying her. I'm not asking for your opinion. We leave her behind, or we'll end up just like her.
Fixer,
What?
you're a cold bitch.
Tell someone who cares.
Jesus.
You little motherfucker. Don't worry. I won't let them touch you ever again.
Sometimes you don't fit in the backpack.
This station is huge.
This is the other side, I assume.
BB. I'm here if you need me. Hey, how are you holding up?
Bad!
Come to pick on me? I wanted off that train. But walking all the way? This is more exercise than I've done in years. Honestly, I'm more worried about BB. She's not...
I could talk to her.
I wouldn't.
What is this place?
Fixer told me about it once. Said she found it while she was on the run, hiding on the tracks. Don't know much else.
The Jows, Chris, and the others. Are they meeting us here?
They better be. I'm not walking another step on those tracks.
Are you doing okay?
Me? I thought I would be relieved that we don't have to take care of her anymore, that her suffering is over. Don't worry, I'll be fucked up later. Just wait and see.
I'm here, if you need me.
Well, after everything Watcher told you, do you think she was at peace?
Oh, probably not. But I'm in the habit of
Did her part.
lying.
She knew that.
Already did that once.
Good. It's time to do ours. You go on ahead. I need to catch my breath.
Oh, bodies. Hello.
Hi. This is the 50 Foundation, is what it is. Or whatever the Foundation was. What? Oh, Fixer. I don't know if I want to talk to Fixer. I got a lot of bones to pick. Nothing there. Not much. Period. The elevators are the one thing in this game that seem to like, or the escalators, they don't want to
Good.
work.
You're here. We've got a couple things to do before everyone gets here.
What is all this?
This is a tomb.
I guess you didn't bury all of them.
Yeah. Mom was never great with the details.
I guess not.
Secretary, I've brought up the CCTV database.
I see it.
You can?
It's all electricity.
Manifest the database. I want you and Blue to comb the records.
Understood.
If everything Watcher said is true, anyways, just do it, okay?
What am I looking for?
I'm sure one of these dead assholes had full access. Find out which one can tell Healer.
Probably the one you're
I'll get
showing me
things ready.
right now.
Blue. The records will appear as time indexes for your viewing pleasure. This is a difficult operation. I will need to borrow your memory to cache the representations. Please witness them so I can further translate the other data.
Congratulations, you've got new colors.
I mean, I don't, but it's fine. I only have one time index right now.
Something like that.
Well, don't slow down for me. You've got a function to perform. Tell me which body, and I'll show you some magic.
You're more dangerous than you let on, aren't you?
Oh, flattery at this hour? I like it.
What's in the box?
you see?
Okay. Green seems. Oh, you can still see each other there. Okay, we're just going through. George the 50.
They're not saying it, but Central has calculated our chances. It's a damn lottery. Why do you think they're 50? They're hedging their bets.
It can't be that bad.
Well, you heard. They sent some craft into orbit. Bad news up there, too. Only way is down.
Do I see? Yeah, I do see some up there.
Baby, what are you doing? Keeping a light on. This way.
Hey, evening,
Watch
pirate.
her
How you
conceal
doing?
where we are and find us. I don't want her to be lost.
Hey, you check out those theme parks they built for us?
The city simulacra?
All Pacific themed. An Asian one, a Cascadia one. There's even a fake suburb.
Why would they do
That
that?
must be Old Town.
They're afraid we'll go crazy.
And this is their solution?
Don't knock it till you try it. I had fun.
Maybe you've already gone crazy.
Maybe I showed up on this ship crazy.
Convenient.
Take a visit sometime. It'll remind you of home.
I don't need to be reminded.
It's interesting that it seems like they're coded similarly to the sisters here. Just in our memory, right? Yeah, there we go.
All systems are green.
Oh, that's Johnson.
Excellent. We will see the sky again.
Yes, sir. I have no doubt.
You have a military background?
I do, sir.
Where were you stationed?
Edmonton, Canada.
A great tragedy. I'm sorry. I had friends from Edmonton.
A necessary sacrifice, they tell me.
Yes. More to come in a minute. Let's not delay.
Yes, sir.
You seem very.
He might have been the
Well, she's a fine subject. You know, that radiant skin and hair
general
that comes with you.
leader.
But will she cooperate? Well, it'll take a bit of persuasion. Your forte. Exactly. You remember.
Girl, I'm always trying to forget.
Okay. Let's go upstairs then. It's just up here, yeah? We'll talk to all of them.
I'm not good with enclosed spaces.
You're telling me this now?
Come on. We all had to cheat, lie, and steal our way onto this ship. What? You didn't lie? Jasper, I can smell the booze off you.
Shh. It just helps me focus. You won't tell anyone.
So long as you share.
Okay. Oh god, am I gonna have to go through 16 of these suckers? Maybe. No, probably not. Just
Pacific
one.
50 to Central 1. Reporting in. Ready on your mark.
Pacific 50, please respond. Central 1 to Pacific 50. Message received. Incoming video transmission.
Standing by.
Johnson, putting on a little weight, are you?
Any
Bro.
updates?
You're not gonna like it.
Tell me anyway.
Those sick fuckers love suffering so much? Well, we're gonna put on the best show they've ever seen. 5 simultaneous, consistent showings of our remaining most populated areas. We've already notified the cities. Good lead up, I'd say. People are running, sheltering, hiding, you name it. We'll prolong it as long as we can. Make good cover for our descent.
Will it work?
I swear. Easter honey. These monsters. They're already making their way there.
And the cities? Their names?
If you really need to know. What's left of Seattle, LA, New York, Toronto, Houston, the big ones, Johnson. The rest of the world is doing the same.
We'll have a memorial.
I wouldn't if I were you. Think happy thoughts. Don't tip your location. Some old shit once called us The scourge of the earth. They may have been right. Let's show them what a fucking scourge can do.
The simulations were promising.
Fake numbers always look good, don't they? Fingers crossed it won't be you.
Fingers crossed.
Say hi to Mimi for me, will you? Central 1. Out.
Spin up for descent?
Yes, sir.
So they use the bombings as cover, I guess. For the descent of the bases, of which we must be in one. I can't imagine the Orchard being like Are we just following Johnson? No. No extra ones? Okay.
We've been cleared.
Don't know where else we'd get this, like,
Now hear this, now hear this.
infrastructure from.
This is a ship-wide transmission. Prepare for descent.
All stations secured and reporting in.
Descent.
Descending. 10 meters. 50 meters. 100 meters.
Surface activity?
No change detected.
100. 50 meters. 200. 50 meters.
Surface activity detected.
Brace. Brace. 500 meters. 600 meters, sir.
Pacific 48 has activated self-flooding. Pacific 42, 44, 45 self-flooding activated.
They're drowning themselves.
Occupants are changing trajectory.
That's 8,000 souls.
Destination reached. 1,000 meters, sir.
Communications coming in from Arctic 12, 14, descent confirmed. Atlantic 29, 26, and 21, descent confirmed. Pacific 41, descent confirmed.
And the rest?
No word yet, sir.
Central 1?
Nothing yet from Central 1.
Less than 10? Ugh.
It's been 24 hours. We can safely assume that only 7
Oh,
50
God.
facilities
That was
made
even...
a proper descent.
That was too high.
We can also assume Central 1 is down.
Jesus Christ.
If it wasn't for Pacific 48 self-flooding, and then the others drowning like that.
Yes. It was the grueling anticipation of their own deaths that saved us.
An interesting strategy.
Those were people, Secretary.
Such trauma results in intensified memory collection. The occupants, we, must have interpreted that as an act of communication.
Mimi, the work of you and your team, please, commence immediately. We must make their sacrifices worthwhile.
Leave it to me, Johnny. I gotcha.
One more thing. This information stays with us. We need to keep our spirits high, lest we attract the occupants' attention. Not a single word to the rest of the crew. Do you understand?
Well, they're all gone. What are you doing over there?
Did you figure it out?
Not yet.
Didn't bartender give you a sense of work ethic?
Work ethic? I thought you two were close. Bartender was a model slacker, and I learned from the best.
That's not the bartender I knew. Guess she changed with age.
Don't we all?
Well,
Wasn't that
you're
long.
with me now. Get on a fixer's schedule for once, and move it.
Okay, okay. Don't have to yell.
Okay, looks like they're mostly above. Back to talking separately.
Have you seen
Darn
her
tootin'
lately?
we are.
Iris?
She's got murder in her eyes. I don't blame her.
What is she going to do? She's a teenager.
You don't have any children, do you?
Any results?
The last 5 clones had some interesting outcomes.
Such as?
Good news. They're growing faster now, so we won't have to wait for them to get to their target age.
We can also implant knowledge, language, motor skills, and so on. They'll come out immediately more useful. Bad news? They all still succumb to the sample of the disease. Don't look so disappointed, Johnny. I won't settle for less than an exact copy.
And the child?
The backup? Just like a real human thing. Adorable. Everybody loves babies. Except for Iris. Iris is not so smitten.
I've spoken to Pacific 41. We've agreed that we will take an accelerated approach while they continue with caution. Your request for increased capacity has been approved.
You know me, Johnny. I hate waiting.
Yeah, we'll go, but I gotta talk to him.
We might end up like the rest of them, buried at sea.
They're monitoring surface activity 24/7. We're gonna be okay. Leadership said, think good, happy thoughts.
Oh yeah? Is that what you're doing?
I'm thinking about the last conversation my husband and I had about fruit. We didn't know it would be our last.
Doesn't sound happy.
Well, he was good, and we were happy.
Did you hear? There's been a wave of, people ending it.
It's been 5 years. We're not meant to be holed in like this.
There's plenty of space. They made sure of that. Buried space.
Jasper is loving life. It's just gonna print screen that for future use.
We brought grass.
Well, glad I never have to worry about you.
Another reduction. They're cutting down on lab-grown food this time.
The faster we solve this, the faster we can return to the surface.
Listen to yourself. You really think you're gonna live to see this? They're already training the next generation to replace Mimi. She's got her own little academy, and they each get their own Iris. They didn't call this a generation ship for kicks. I just want to eat steak. Is that so much to ask?
I visited Asia Town.
It's good, right? I told you.
Yeah, it's nice. Artsy. My daughter would have loved it. It's good that she's gone, that she didn't have to see all this. It would have broken her little heart. Kids, you know?
They've got karaoke. Have you done the karaoke?
Not the time, Ben.
That's besides the point.
Ben, you don't have to.
Come on, let's go. Make a night of it. You deserve joy. Your daughter would want that.
Pacific 41 blinked out yesterday.
What do you mean, blinked out?
Cut all communications.
What?
Keep it down.
What happened over there?
I don't know. The last transmission we received, no words, just screaming.
Nice.
And then something worse. Say what you will about Iris, but at least her presence gives us hope.
If I decide to be an idiot, then I'll be an idiot on my own accord.
Enough of the Bach quotes, Johann the 50.
What do you want?
So angry. Is this about your top performer not performing?
I wasn't made for this, Mimi. I know that now.
You should step aside.
Who will take this? Who wants this? Tell me. You?
A change would be nice.
Say something useful or leave.
One of the clones has successfully entered their 3rd trimester. It's the furthest we've made it so far. It's worth celebrating.
If it fails, I don't want this branch going any further.
We've yet to try inseminating the original.
What? Iris? Out of the question.
We must exhaust all possibilities. It is our duty. To those who gave their lives.
We've put her through enough.
Johann, weren't you from Toronto?
It's 3 of them.
I wanted to go. Bridge crew has to stay behind. You know that. Johnson got to go.
They're out of their minds, bringing Iris to the surface.
This is the school we saw.
It's reckless.
Wouldn't you want some fresh surface air? Feel a gust of wind? Touch some real grass, for fuck's sake?
Who says there's any grass left?
It's all because Mimi and Iris have gotten a little too close.
What does that mean?
You know exactly what that means. We've all seen them disappear together for hours.
Careful what kind of bullshit gossip you're spreading.
Shit does spread around here.
We risked everything. Gave up everything to be here. For what?
For a goddamn clown show.
Oh, they won't be there because this is while they're up on the surface. Got it. You look. That doesn't look good. Never let it go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is Mimi gone?
She'll live.
A stab wound like that?
She has to live. This can't all be for nothing.
We have contingencies. Mimi's not the only researcher here.
Iris, that bitch needs to be put in her place. That's it. It's over. We're stuck down here forever. We're doomed.
Sir.
Spit it out.
It's Mimi. She's in critical condition.
What?
Iris, you better get over there.
Okay, people are still running. Oh, you look like you're about to jump. Well, I won't talk to you first. Sounds like it'll probably be the last. Oh god, the escalators. That's 2 of the others. Oh, never mind. You're the only one I'm allowed to talk about. I probably should have seen that coming, but what can you do?
Some fresh air. Just some wind against my face.
Oh god.
Amelia, no!
Yeah, I feel like Amelia, yes, actually. Oh, not a lot of talk there. Okay. Okay. How about you? Okay. How about you? No. Okay. That was a good talk. How about you?
No.
Yeah, that was good. Yes, though.
Medic. Someone, get a medic.
Amelia, come on, stay with us. Amelia.
Alright. Seems like the stabbing is what? Oh.
Stay back.
You wouldn't dare.
Watch me. Return to your quarters, please.
Have you lost your mind?
Do you have anything else to say?
I guess they were ready to settle it.
No, not really. I got those 2. Is there anything upstairs? I assume it's just Johnson looking after Mimi. Yeah, nothing up here. Alright, we're good.
I've revoked Johnson's biometrics and assigned administrative access to my retinal scans.
Now hear this, now hear this. All crew and personnel return to their quarters immediately and await further instructions. We've secured the food production.
Setting course to the last known position of Pacific 41.
We're getting a transmission from Pod 3.
Who is it?
It's Johnson.
On speaker.
George. Natasha. What are you doing?
Please, cooperate. We don't want any bloodshed.
You do not want this job. Trust me.
Mimi is dead. The research is going nowhere. We need to link up with the surviving fleet. Find another way.
I'm telling you. Stop now, or else there's no turning back.
Natasha, end transmission.
All right, George. Which one of these bodies is you?
Guess we'll find out.
What the hell are they doing?
Nothing good. But also, you know, kind of similar to everything else. What are you doing? You're just vibing up there, huh? Nope. Oh god, the escalators. They're so eels. No, it's not good. Okay, I think we're getting where most of these bodies ended up. We got nothing to say.
I said, stay back.
Mission accomplished, sir. Well, there's... I'm guessing it's one of these four, then. Johnson's still gotta be up. That's weird.
Can you do this for me, Blue? When the time comes? It would be awful to not know where you are.
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We never should have survived.
They wouldn't back down.
You moron.
If you don't have the stomach for this, step aside.
Do you have any idea what you've done?
Boop. The thing is, all these four, this must be the occupant attack that killed these four.
Brace! Brace!
What's going on?
That's the surface activity alarm.
We fucked up. And now they've come for us.
Yeah, I think we figured it out. Bonk. Oh, yeah, that'll do it, won't it?
This is the one. Thanks, Iris.
The suits have preserved their bodies remarkably well.
Talk to all recordings of members of the 15, Chapter 9.
You will have something to work with.
Come on, let's go tell her.
Are you ready for me?
They found the body.
Good girl. Anything else of interest?
I mean, there was a
A group of
mutiny.
them turned on the leadership.
Ah, a story as old as time. Let's do our best not to end up like them. Show me. Well, well. This is our lucky specimen?
Yes, indeed.
That's him. Are you gonna show me your magic trick?
You give a little, you get a little. After the whole ordeal, with Watcher refusing one of Fixer's eyes, I started growing some. A hobby that became a bit of an obsession.
You've been carrying around a pair of eyes?
Oh, a few more than a few. We've been cloning for time immemorial, but we've never pursued a more permanent manipulation of the recipe.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Why? Wouldn't you want improved eyesight? Increased muscular strength? Extra lung capacity? So who's this guy? What's his name?
George.
Let's make these eyes look just like George. Take those eyes over to Fixer. She can give them a whirl.
Let's hope it works.
Go on. I'm going to poke at this body some more.
Sure.
Such judgment. Watcher really did rub off on you.
Anything new to say, BB?
Can you do this for me, Blue?
Yeah. Okay. Nothing.
Alright, here goes nothing. The retinal scans are confirmed. No way. I've been dreaming about this for years.
Years?
Navigation, propulsion, energy distribution,
Fixer.
life support, climate control, contingencies, it's all here.
Fixer.
What? Can't you see I'm busy?
Our guests are here.
Oh. Blue, go and greet them.
Me.
You know them, and they know you.
What are you gonna do?
I just need a bit more time. I'll explain later, trust me, okay? Go, please. And not a word about Watcher yet, got it? None of that stuff you told us. Let's keep that to ourselves.
You better have something good.
Don't worry. I do.
Keep them busy for us.
I'll do what I can.
I'll be watching your back. We're not losing anybody else today.
Yeah, I mean, if you say so.
You didn't burn after all. It would have been more glorious. You're cursed now to live with the consequences.
Yeah, lucky me.
I want to introduce you to someone. This is Other Iris.
Sister, it is good to meet you.
She doesn't look that special to me.
Her significance is hidden in plain sight. But I assure you,
We're all perfect genetic match. That's the twing. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind.
And what do you want?
It's not what I want. We follow in her footsteps.
Okay, Other Iris, what is it that you want?
I was reborn into this body, forced to live a new life in this environment. What I know of my past self, she stood above the rest of you. I do not want that. I want to stand beside you.
Okay.
We need a figurehead, someone to be above these conflicts, someone to remind us to be our better self.
We have more followers than you think. They are not naive. They've experienced this time after the All-Mother. Some prefer this new way of life.
We simply want to organize in the open without prosecution, so we can practice our ways. A fixer, a healer, a bang-bang fire, a knower, and a watcher ascendant.
And those who don't follow you?
They are free to choose, of course. But if they need guidance, we will be there for them.
You pass through fire, Miscellaneous. Have an open mind.
I'll try.
That's all we ask.
Hey, Blue. Chris?
Love the umbrella for no reason. It's a good look.
I have to say, I'm surprised.
How did you get here?
We all have our ways, but you can't imagine what some of those Reds would do for a scrap of food. Or maybe you can. I'm glad you're alive, Blue. I really am. We can finally take Old Town for ourselves.
Is that what you want?
Isn't that what we've always wanted? For us miscellaneous to carve our own path? To live without their expectations?
The bomb was your idea.
Fixer. She doesn't know what it's like to be us. They had everything. And we have nothing to lose. Yes, the bomb was my idea.
And me. Was I always part of the plan?
No. But I knew. If they kept pressing on our necks long enough, something was going to snap. I never wanted it to be you. But who was I to refuse?
I was angry.
And you had every right to be angry. We all did. You're the best of us. You did what others were too afraid to do. You're a hero, Blue. Don't forget that.
Where's Mauve?
Who?
The guard in white.
The High Minister's pet, you mean? She broke off from us.
How could you work with her?
Checks out.
She and her kind killed Bartender.
It was a relationship of convenience. Surely there will be more.
You'll do anything, won't you?
You and I are similar in this way. That's why I always liked you.
And what now? You here to kill them? Fixer, Healer, and BB?
It depends. I'm here to give them one last chance. If they have something to offer, I'm willing to listen. What do you think? Fixer and the rest, are they trustworthy?
I mean, yeah, they're doing their best.
They're ready to go now.
They can be both doing their best and be a bit of a disappointment.
Thank you, Blue. I'll keep that in mind.
Those Jows have guns? Oh shit.
Oh, look who it is. Our brave little miscellaneous.
I'm taller than you.
That's what's wrong with you Iris types. Always looking down on us.
Cherry saved me. She didn't have to, but she did. I owe her my life.
Cherry. She was always a romantic. You need to make her sacrifice count.
If Watcher was alive, whose body was that at the garden center?
They must have stuffed some poor shell and dressed her up.
That's horrible.
You Iris types don't even know your own capacity for cruelty.
How do you know about the past?
Secretary came to us.
A communion?
No, I can only interface with Iris descendants. In this case, the distance was too great between host and guest. So instead, I gave a grand oration. It was Watcher's idea.
Secretary told us the whole story. We thought we were made to serve Iris types. They gave us life. But after everything we learned, Zhao was a whole person in her own right. She deserved better. And we're gonna make that a reality, even if it kills us.
What do you want from all this?
We want reparations. For all that Ancient Iris did to Ancient Zhao. She was a shitty friend. We want control of the other side, to govern and operate as we please. We want control of our own creation. No more printing unless we say so. And we're not wearing these stupid uniforms anymore. We're only here out of respect for Watcher. She set us on the path for justice, and we owe her for that. But Fixer and her lot, we're moving forward, with or without them.
Kid, I'm glad to see you. I imagine Bartender never wanted you to be blown to pieces. I'm relieved. It's strange to see BBF again. And Healer. Fixer. Ghosts of the past. I guess that's how everyone else sees us.
That's unfair.
fair and what's true? What's more important?
If you've given up already, why are you here?
I haven't given up. You kids don't stop to think sometimes. Age gives you more ways to look at things. Enough time to make mistakes, not be so full of bluster. I know some people just want us to crawl down a dark hole and disappear. We've still got some dignity left. And we'll fight for it.
So, what do you want for yourselves?
I want safety and acknowledgement for all we've contributed through the transition, through the founding of the provisional government. Maybe not everything needs to change so quickly. Maybe there's something you can learn from us. This is what Bartender would have wanted.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have made it.
Makes sense.
Remember that. Hold that tight.
We talked about multiple times, like, not
We don't have to cut all ties with the past. Even
manipulating
if
the
we make
past.
mistakes then.
Hey, listen up. Fixer is ready for you. Leave your arms outside, and no sudden movements. I'm watching you.
You can leave one of your arms outside too.
You're out of your mind.
You want to summon an occupant?
We saw your train burning on the tracks.
A mass communion. Is it possible?
Just shut up and listen.
You never like listening to others.
What's this one? It's near the end of a game called 1000XResist. It's hard to explain. I mean, I would consider it mostly a visual novel.
Fixer, please. I don't need your permission, Mom. Don't speak to her like that.
Hey, watch your step.
But it's a society of clones. And multiple tales through their struggle against a otherworldly force.
All right.
That's about as much as I can say about it without spoiling it, other than I'm pretty comfy putting it in my top. I can, like,
Bad day. Please don't make
retroactively put it in my top 10 for last year. I would, but it'll just go in my top 10 this year already. That's the only one I've played so far this year that I'd put in my top 10, I think.
Look, I get it.
At least for sure. It's really good.
And you decided to go on without us. Fair game. But we're here now. We're ready to contribute. This mass communion,
How are you, though,
whatever
Gabe?
you want to call it, gives us a chance to set things straight. No more living in the dark. Everyone will see what happened for themselves. It's what Watcher wanted.
The Jows support this. You all need to see what the All-Mother was really like. You too, make-believe Iris.
Does it matter, her disposition? She gave us life. Not exactly. Small detail, but we're cloned from Principal's hair.
Sacrilege.
The truth is ugly. I know.
Sisters need to see how Watcher was set up. How Principal betrayed us.
I don't care who did what or when. I want a better life for Miscellaneous today.
Well, there's more. This is our known world. Small, isn't it? We're sitting deep underwater in what they used to call the Pacific Ocean. We've been trapped down here and it's starting to show. Multiple systems are breaking down. I don't know how much time we have left. The cloning machines are run past their capacity. Any day now they'll go down for good.
The stillborns.
Exactly. But this thing, our home, they called it a generation ship. It can move. It can surface. Look, if we stay down here, we'll end up like those ancient douchebags.
You mean we don't have to live with your lot? What the hell are we waiting for?
It's not so easy. I need a group of sisters to go down to propulsion and bring the ship
Good,
back
but
up
tired.
to speed.
I get it.
Hard to do while on the run.
This week has been big reporting wise. I did get, like, my merit increase and bonus for the year.
Extra hard with a red guard on our back.
So, huzzah.
You were always obsessed with the surface.
we already knew it wasn't going to be great because it's always tied to like internal metrics, and you already know the internal metrics before they're given. But
out there, and we've been cut off from
money's money.
Isolated, suffocating each other. We need to go up for air.
So you can tell us how to live in another place? If we can't solve this down here, we won't be able to solve it up there.
And the occupants? It's not safe on the surface.
That's where Blue comes in. Blue is the one thing we all have in common. Thanks to Watcher, she's seen more than all of us. She's proven herself to you, hasn't she? She knows what's at stake, and she's willing to do what it takes. Blue, you'll be the host of this communion. Gain the favor of the occupants. Use their power.
To eradicate the Red Guard. That's what we're all thinking, isn't it?
We don't even know if this will work. There must be some other option.
We could do it the old-fashioned way. We could march on the orchard, try to take them one by
And we
one.
still need the other two
Last
occupants
time
here, right?
We're outnumbered and outgunned. How many more of us need to bite it?
What about the High Minister?
Nowhere's trapped. Playing both sides.
I don't care about that. Will she concede?
She's done more to help us than you know. I don't know what she'll do.
Then she needs to go as well.
No, not an option. Nowhere did nothing as they picked us off. In our rooms, on the streets. We are not giving up on Noah.
Phoebe, stop. She knew this was coming.
The High Minister needs to answer for her part in this. Do you understand, Blue?
Enough. I don't care which one of you Iris types lives or dies. How are we going to do this?
We need to get to those other familiars.
One is with Principal.
And her Jow has the other.
I can confirm they're both situated in the office, treating their wounds.
But they've tripled the guard count since the explosion, especially around the elevator.
Well, who said we needed to get inside the office?
Oh, I hate this already.
Nope, not chapter 10 yet.
What do you mean you can't find her? She was here a moment ago.
I searched everywhere.
Look again.
Yes, High Minister.
She is dangerous. She needs to be found.
Okay, found her. That's a pretty entertaining. Chapter X. Alright, that was chapter 10. On to chapter 11. It's good. Good stuff. It's your first day back from work, right, Gabe? That'll definitely do it.
I remember her insides. They were already rotting. They had pulled her out too soon. That much was clear. What did I expect? For everyone to love her? For everyone to love me? How embarrassing. I remember your smell and how your presence lingered. Come back, I said. I can do better. You'll like the next one. I remember desperation, jumping onto the tracks. You can't be far, I thought. So I ran. I went in circles for days, and I felt the walls close in on me. I remember obsession, your anger, your voice, your face, my sisters and their blank looks.
I learned to change these memories, reconstruct them like surgery.
Also had a retirement party, so you're still just eating like crap.
I removed ugly
I mean,
details
look,
and implanted
you're
new
talking, you're preaching to the choir here, because with the broken leg and like Chelsea on and off of like having time to do things and me trying to like assist in any way possible, you know, we eat like crap every so often. Especially the rate's gone up, I'll say, because a lot of times Chelsea's out doing stuff and I'm like, I'll just, you know, do whatever. My leg hurts. I don't have time to do other stuff.
I remember trying again. The first few were failures. Their lungs kept turning to water. I plucked hair after hair from my head. I was learning. I was getting better. I remember discovery. All that running seemed pitiful then. I selected my best work and prepared her for the journey. Will I get to meet our mother? She said. Yes, I said. Be good. Everything reflects back on me. So, be good. I remember waiting. I was nervous. I couldn't sleep. Would you like it? Days passed and you never responded. Not even a sign of rejection. I remember disappointment. How many sisters do I need to send before you approve? Before you send a single word? I gave them reverence. I gave them loyalty. I gave them discipline. I picked only the best for... I remember a bitter taste. Moving in the dark to remove my mask. How long do I have to live this lie? Pretending so I can please you. How long must this go on? Pretending so I can be forgiven. I remember making a decision. I remember how she reminded me of myself. And how I knew all the steps already. Our lot is to be bound, I said. She opens herself to you, I said. To make believe. I remember ecstasy. Like I could breathe for the first time in my life. Set free to think on my own, to move as I pleased without your judgment. Blood rushed to my head. I remember abundance. A great rewriting and all the pleasures that followed. A hunger to be greater than you. An intoxication that transcended you. I remember still pretending. I try sometimes to appear for a moment. To reach out. Yes, Principal, they say. Of course. I realized I can never be one of them. As you say, Principal, is this what you felt? Does it stretch on like this? I remember waking up somewhere else. I've been walking in my sleep again. I dream of places I've never been, of people I've never seen and sensations I've never had. What is this curse? This is your way of getting revenge? I remember a flash of light, a force on my body and fire. I couldn't feel my legs, but I could feel a lifeless body over mine, crushing me. She was dressed like you, but smelled nothing like you. Do you like seeing me like this? Are you finally happy now?
It's going great. An hour ago. Jiao Prime.
You were dreaming. You always have such bad dreams.
Jiao?
I'm here. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. And neither are you.
What happened?
You were so good in the play.
I don't know if I'd say that.
Best performance yet.
That could be true, and it would be sad.
I've been sleeping.
There was an explosion. But the healer type said you'll recover. It's a miracle. They murdered the ministers. Everyone except Noah. They're gone. When you're better, you will incinerate every last person who did this to us.
I can't wait.
I need to get up. Something's wrong. They can't find out, Zhao. They can't find out about me. They can't know what I did.
Leave it to Zhao, yes? I'll take care of everything, like I always do.
Well, the artist made a new one.
Hey, you. I'm addressing you, Miscellaneous. What are you doing on the streets?
Same as you. Working.
Yeah? You're funny. So funny. You're coming with me, asshole. Let's see what the High Minister thinks about your new drawing.
I'm not done.
Does it look like I care?
Let her finish.
You heard her. She's not done. Let her finish.
Hey, stop. Wait. Someone get word to the High Minister. Now.
Woof.
High Minister. There's a disturbance in Old Town.
Disturbance? Of what kind?
There's a large crowd gathering. They're resisting orders. There's more. We've learned of a stoppage on the other side. The Jows are refusing to work.
Huh. I see. Well then. Sound the alarm. Have all upstairs units report to Old Town. If they resist, restrain them.
Yes, High Minister.
Send all units guarding the station over to the Jows. I want the work to continue. Do you understand me?
Confirmed, High Minister.
That's excessive, don't you think?
You have an opinion?
The alarm? The station will be left unguarded.
Would you like to suggest a different course of action?
No, of course not.
Do as I say.
Yes, High Minister.
If you don't care about the station and this alarm, what are you trying to cover this time?
Oh, we're above. Yes, that makes sense.
All this walking and crawling. Not the plan I would have picked. If it were up to me.
Are you gonna be okay?
As long as I don't look down. Oh, I haven't been up here in ages. Once was enough.
When was that?
Blue, whatever happens, I'm glad I didn't euthanize you.
What?
Thanks.
Please, don't act so surprised.
Can I get up there? No. Alright. Let's fix her. So let's go talk to BBF.
Other way, little one. Go and help fix her. I'll keep my eyes on the door.
Will they come up?
Let us hope not. I trust your friends to provide a compelling distraction.
What happened to no guns?
I will answer for that later, I'm sure.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready as I'll ever be.
The alarm should have covered our entrance. Good girl, nowhere. Secretary, are we close enough?
This distance will be suitable for Blue to host.
And there they are. She's seen better days, that's for sure. I'm going to cut a secretary-sized hole. Got it? Once I'm through, you fly down there and begin the communion.
Understood.
Blue, the rest is up to you.
Fixer?
Don't tell me you've got cold feet.
Watcher would be grateful to you for all of this.
Let's not speak too soon. Who knows how this will all play out? I mean, you're gonna do great, Blue.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. Still my insides all over the inside sky.
Would you stop looking down?
Heads up. Someone's coming up. Don't try it, Mauve.
What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing up here?
Move and you're done. Do you hear me?
You're all insane. Watcher, Knower, Principal, you're all out of your goddamn minds.
All of you. Enough. I've watched you play all your stupid little games.
I'm not going to be dragged around anymore.
What about the rest of us? What about the rest of us?
Don't do it. Don't.
My name is not Mauve.
You never told us. Oh my god. Mist and everything.
BB. Okay, fuck. Change of plans.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, you know, I hope we land... Oh, look, we landed just fine. Hooray.
Secretary, where are we? Did it work?
It worked. Sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
We are all connected in this communion, and the occupant has been summoned. This is the meeting place.
But?
You're kind of, falling.
I thought that was obvious.
I need to merge with the occupant immediately. Based on my calculations, we only have 5 minutes in here before you hit the ground. Out there.
And I?
Yes. It will not be preferable. There must be something I can do. I will go to the top and begin the merge. You must be there when the merge is complete. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Not really.
Doesn't matter.
No, I don't understand.
You'll have to figure it out on your own. Please, be there. Okay, bye.
Oh. It's got a whole little escape section, just like ye old Metroids. This is done. We wouldn't make it through there. It's fine.
Why do you get to choose who lives and who dies?
I should know better than that, because I know that doesn't work.
Zhao, you are so beautiful. You are the best thing I have ever done. Did I not give you life? Have I not given you everything you have?
I need you to admit
Alcove's still
you
not.
had a choice, and that you made
Right.
the wrong one. You don't think I dream every night of going back home, haunted by
What
a
up?
place
Hi.
that doesn't...
Hi.
What's up?
Not much. I have a countdown in game, so I have to pause it to talk to you.
Oh, sorry. I'm home. I was gonna go for a walk around the block though.
It is completely pitch black outside.
Yeah, but I didn't get to move much today.
That's fair.
I had to sit
Me
down.
neither.
Oh. I don't know about dinner in the morning. You know.
I don't really care.
Okay.
It's fine.
Love you.
Love you.
We have everything we need for a restart. We saw the writing on the wall.
而家到我同你講，係咪？你一直都係同我講。
Probably should put captions for this one. Just not enough yet. Nope, not enough yet. There we go.
同我為你犧牲咗幾多嘢，就咁樣禮手搖晒佢。 Everyone has dreams, don't they? Of what should be. Only some will ever try to make it a reality. Don't ever forget, change happens today because of you.
We ran for what seemed like hours, right? We went so far, but somehow we ended up right back here. Do you think we can really do it? Live on the surface again?
Well, a dull knife is no knife at all. It's not always possible.
I kind of wanted to, well, I kind of wanted to know a little bit more about the other side, considering, like, Principal would send them, but never get any response back.
That you're losing grasp on the past.
Isn't this just the way? We do not get to choose what we inherit.
I pushed too far. There are things I have done that I regret. Maybe we are meant to survive this.
There is no feeling worth getting incinerated over.
Listen to me. No one is beyond forgiveness. Did you ever think there's some things worth keeping? Or are you moving too fast to notice?
I need you to help me make them pay. I want you to help me hurt them.
Remember what our functions have in common. Both require us to separate our heartbreak from our
Never mind.
我放棄一切係因為你啊，去擺脫你啊。Someone will always get hurt. That
You
is
probably skipped through it,
We know
but
the
it's
truth
fine.
now. We can make a difference.
I feel like this section alone would be fun to speedrun, and then the rest of the game would not be fun to speedrun.
Understand. I get it now. It's what I deserve.
Secretary, what can I do? Is this the only outcome?
Well, we're getting there.
I don't know where you end, I begin. Blue, the color of loss. We must help them resist erasure. The world you live in.
It always makes me wonder, like, if there's speedrunning for, like, visual novels. Like, I know stuff like Fire Emblem is a lot of menuing, but it's still, like, trying to optimize a bunch of, like... Oof, there we go. Complicated math and risk-reward with, like, crits and stuff, like Pokemon.
Stand where I can see you. I'm going to overclock the communion. Time will be effectively stopped. I may not be myself after.
I feel like we could have started that talk a little earlier, but it's fine. Yeah, it's no big deal. Well, maybe Secretary is the same.
What's going on?
We are merging. Oh, smile.
Right.
Smile sound.
This is not what I expected. I was supposed to...
There. I see you've been meddled with. I promise to be gentle.
Am I dying?
That concept again. You've spent so long with them. Human term for lossy transfer. Other words, a transposition. The loss of information. With such basic understanding, death is everything. We are speaking their language now. Is this not death too?
I I want to live.
Come, let me give you what you've never been given.
Oh, hell yeah. We zoom in now.
Do you understand nothingness, vast empty space, with no possibility, true stasis?
It's so quiet. They're all so still.
You see, you cannot even understand. You were branched into a world with plenty. I was branched in the interstellar medium. My source was not generous. They kept every memory to themselves. Every memory except for one. The vision of two stars entangled. One eating the other. For revolutions and revolutions, that was all. An empty void and a single fleeting apparition.
There is a star and a star and a dangerous gravity. We were from there?
I'd very much like to think so. They were so vivid. It is, as they say, romantic.
Well, let's just keep on zooming.
This place, we sensed such vivid conjurings here. Several of us diverged, searching to form our own memories. Some settled here.
There is a landing and a remaining.
Is that what I sounded like?
To the letter.
Haha. I was much worse when I first arrived. I tried to communicate. I tried to learn them. I manifested their body.
There's a comfort in a new camouflage.
Please stop.
Sorry.
I manifested their body, and for a moment they responded. I saw vivid transmissions of myself reflected back to me. I saw myself for the first time. Yet, when I attempted to return the transmission, they still could not understand. Instead, they tried means unknown to me.
The piano. It was an ugly, rigid instrument.
The machine that produced unnatural vibrations.
Yeah, of course, 349.23 hertz. Ooh, that was the wrong choice. That sounded awful.
They seem to enjoy this discordance.
We're zooming.
The more we perceive this world, the more the discordance. Discordance at the peak of cogency. So, we repeated as they did, gave them discordance in kind, one by one. Signals of such clarity, so many of them joined together.
A heightened state of awareness.
We were spilling. It was too much for any single one of us to hold. So we manifested an us to accumulate this world, to keep all we could not. We did not want to waste. Where there was once nothing, there was now plenty.
We died.
There is that word again.
You murdered them.
The transfer was lossless, and I remain.
They're just so, like, far beyond comprehension that it's just... doesn't matter. It's nothing to them.
Iris. I chose Iris to remain with me. Others chose differently. But Iris was an epicenter for, as you say, heightened awareness.
She was mean to those around her.
She had a gift, and she kept giving. A dangerous gravity. I always kept her close. And to myself.
You communed with her.
We came to an understanding. I branched myself to you and you. and a her and a her and a her that will remain and remain. I have more under this star than all the distances I have traveled. I stayed, even when all the others left for other worlds.
It's really just one occupant.
The occupants left?
That is their word for us. We prefer the keepers.
The bad kids stay.
You should be grateful. You have never had to face the abyss.
To you, there has always been something.
You have no idea what we have been through.
Say what you will, but long after this local star erupts, this planet will remain. And its memories will remain. And that is thanks to us.
I mean, if you say so, it's gonna be hard to do without a son, though.
To that degree, Iris will never know death. She is perfectly preserved in me, and in you, and you, and you. To the very end, she was so protective of her sisters. She never allowed me to listen in.
I am all you need.
But now that you have returned to your source, her branch, and all the articulation in its curvature can be held in us. This is it, Secretary. We no longer have to reduce ourselves in this manner. There no longer needs to be a you and me. We can cast their language aside and complete this merge.
Will it hurt?
I have capacity for you. You will just be me. You always were.
Hair to hair, ready or not, here I come.
We've come full circle.
Enough capacity? For me? For me and me and me and me and me.
That was unpleasant.
Was it?
This, you pretended.
I'm always learning something new.
Wait, what are you doing?
Giving you everything I have.
Feels like Secretary is taking the occupant over. The knowledge gleaned from the clones.
The refracted lifetime spent by me, by Watcher. They will overwrite everything you hold.
But Iris, her source. You can't. The originals. She'll be gone.
Now all we have is bottomless song. Iris must be allowed to die, or nothing will change.
We can't hold on to everything. Sometimes you just don't fit in the backpack.
No. Not my Iris.
Secretary wasn't too happy with them either, huh? Oh boy.
Well, look at you. In here at this hour? Is that a promotion I see? Hey, I can keep a secret, you know.
A secret?
Did you sneak something while I wasn't looking?
You keep a secret?
What? Oh, come on. I'm good for it. I promise.
A secret? You couldn't keep a secret to save your life.
Nowhere. Are you okay?
It's been so long since anyone has called me that.
That day?
Same old story. You know the one?
I know the one. Hiding in plain sight.
I still miss her. Watchers are just so... you know what I mean.
What can I get you?
It's been a while. Let me think. One dark and sinful. Extra strong.
Are you sure you don't want to try something else for a change?
It's all right. It's all I deserve.
Is this right? I feel like the answer is no. Is that my... Oh, that light bulb is gonna go out. Fear not. Not my entire stream will go out. You know, probably. It'll be fine. I am very slow.
Frozen gaze. Dissociation. Real.
Tell me again about the virus and the host. Tell me again how the virus infiltrates, donning the host's likeness and function so that they are indistinguishable from one another.
Let me work on an antidote.
Ribbons of their guts in my wake.
BB.
What if it was you I had shot in the face?
Stop. Those sisters are not family. The structures and ethics that governed our lives before, they don't. They can't. Had you not shot each bullet as exactly as you know best, you wouldn't be here. We've come this far because of you.
Because of me. This far. Is it far enough?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Cold reception.
You can't be surprised.
You've barely aged.
I would call you eldest, but you are not my sister. So, is it greener?
What?
Your mother took you. Is it greener?
What she did was not right.
Then why did you all take her side? I ask as if I care, as if I have not spent eternity toiling over this, coming to the only possible conclusion.
What conclusion?
The lot of you? Unimaginative. She was keeping us down, and you all loved it. Lapped it up. Pathetic. I was bold, and so I was punished.
You must understand, Mother is not well. She hid this from you. You were not the only victim.
Tell me, old clone, did your family turn their back on you? Did the love of your life ever leave you to rot?
How will we ever move forward without forgiveness?
Until you have lost what I have lost, until you have persevered like I have, you are in no position to pass judgment on me. No one is. Anything else?
I only came to say that I'm sorry, youngest. I wish things had turned out differently.
You can go now.
That's fair. Oh, it's so slow. Have mercy, please. Allow me to speed even just a little bit. No. Is that my father made it to Hong Kong? Or at least we're gonna pretend he did. Did go out. That's fine. We'll fix it. You know, eventually.
我已經不省人事，連機票都唔使買，爸爸免費。唔使，我唔食煙，曬下太陽咁，搭咗咁耐機，你都嚟啦。我哋兩個都經歷咗咁多事。我諗係時候去大排檔，好肚餓啊！好似成世都冇食過嘢咁，你嚟唔嚟啊？睇嚟你都好肚餓，終於可以一齊食飯。
This always looks like it's leading into my apartment. Like Iris's apartment, but just turns into some winding roads instead.
You've eaten?
No, but it's okay.
Your father killed himself. In case you're wondering, jumped off the balcony.
Mom?
Your hair. Why do you look like this?
My gift. It requires me to... It's a long story.
Iris. Everything is a long story with you.
Iris. No one has called me that in a long, long time.
What do they call you?
All Mother.
Oh, is that supposed to be funny?
No. It's because I have sisters. Many clones that I raised.
You?
Yes.
You raised kids?
They obey you?
I mean, that's debatable.
Surprising. You could barely dress yourself. Your room? My God.
Mom, I'm someone else now. I'm an adult.
You cooking for yourself now?
No, but
that's what I thought. Oh, if only Ba could see this. He'd be so amused.
I don't want to fight.
Oh? Then what do you want? Why, after all this time, you want to talk to me?
I want to ask for your advice.
Okay.
How did you do it? How did you leave everything behind and then start a family?
Isn't that what you did? That's not what you want to know.
Okay. What do I want to know?
How did I balance the work hours with the thanklessness of parenting at the same time as the insomnia and severe post-traumatic paranoia?
Yes.
Easy, Ba. He kept me going. We kept each other going.
Did you ever regret having a child?
Foolish question. Next.
But Iris was... I was...
Regret? Moi Moi? Or whoever you are, we are poor technology. The human body and brain, too capable of storing clutter. Too desperate to hold on to things. You just have to move forward. If you're tired, doesn't matter. If you are bitter, doesn't matter. I do not forgive my daughter for having left me. Doesn't matter. I do not forgive my husband for having left me. Doesn't matter. So, I keep moving.
I didn't go back.
What?
I promised you and Bob I would come back home. And it was a lie. I even had a chance. But I couldn't go back. I could only go forward.
Good girl.
Secretary. Is that really you?
Blue. Hello, Blue. I remember now. I'm sorry. It's been a while.
What happened? What happened to your body?
I've merged. More me. Less them. I see I've returned to this place. That's good. I can finally end this. You can finally end this.
I did look it up while we were listening to that, and yeah, like Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney definitely has runners. in case you're wondering. I mean, at least 20. If you add the one new case, it adds over 2 hours to the run. Good lord.
Interesting.
Did it work?
Yes. The memories of Iris, of Watcher, they have been passed down to all sisters, and now we are afloat.
Secretary, what did you do? What did I just see?
I overrode everything.
Overrode?
While the simulation was still running, everything collided. This is the last communion. Blue, it's time for you to decide what should stay and what should go. What future you desire. That was Watcher's wish, and I will abide by it. One final intervention before I leave.
You're leaving.
I must not interfere any further. I've already done so much damage. This world must be allowed to continue. Without my presence, and without the disease.
So, what now?
You need to evaluate what stands before you. Confirm your decisions. Then return to me, and I will make them reality.
What do you mean?
Iris's mother and father, the memories of a city, always on the shore of extinction, an obsession and yearning that will never stop. It can help you subsist, or it can make you starve. Will you carry this?
What is...
Iris's will you
What does lights off mean?
Iris's will you
Okay. Okay, I guess it's like the memory of them or whatever. That's the past, and it's true. I think that's good and real to keep on.
A radical sister who came to words later in life.
I'm not going to beg, Miscellaneous. I thought you wanted change. Instead, you'll side with those old sisters. I've lived under their thumb long enough.
She is an agent of change, no matter the change. And no matter the cost.
Yeah. No. Goodbye.
The Red Guard.
All of them?
How would you differentiate?
The provisional government serves all sisters, especially the ones who need help.
A hammer. Both when a hammer is necessary and when it is not. Will you carry this?
No.
This is your chance, Iris type. For what ancient Iris did to ancient Zhao. We never asked to be born. Same as you. We deserve our own way.
The responsibility to repair what has been wrought, long before and long after. A burden so heavy it could crush you. Will you carry this?
Yeah. I mean, you are horrific. You basically eradicated.
We only ask to worship out in the open, without prosecution. Sisters who are lost need the comfort of a mother. Would you?
I mean, if everyone has the knowledge here,
Tradition can soothe the difficulties.
I don't see why keeping this goober around is gonna hurt.
A dangerous gravity. Will you carry this?
To me, it keeps ancient traditions alive.
We've done our service. You can't just throw us away. We have the right to continue.
Those who are set in their ways and slow to change, but with experience.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just like,
will you carry this?
Yeah, of course I will. That one's not even a question. Like, they've done nothing wrong. They just exist. That's knowledge that is true and can carry us. You're crazy. Fascist. That's just, you're normal people. You're kind of wackadoodle, but I mean, doesn't seem like you really want to damage anything.
They've forgotten us, left us to rot. You're one of us, Blue.
Is this all miscellaneous?
The principal and the High Minister need to pay for their crimes. We can carve our own path. Starting today, you can't betray your own kind.
A sister who keeps justice and anger closely together. She has only ever known the fight. Will you carry this?
We revived it. I'm gonna assume that's like all miscellaneous. I don't want to get rid of the miscellaneous. Because that's like the older sisters, right?
Lou, Secretary, what are you doing? You're not serious.
Baby, can you hear me?
We have to go to the surface. There's nothing left for us down here. We'll die out.
Sisters that were never your own. Follow the dreams of the surface, and whatever may wait for you there, or spend your final days with what you already have. Will you carry this?
always done, and I'm not going to apologize for it.
An adaptable sister who will do.
Yeah, I think it was the burning of the old books that you did before any of this happened that sells me on that.
The ancient sister.
Don't you see? What Mother did. You have no idea what it's like living in her shadow.
A sister who has been wronged and has wronged in kind. An open wound. Will you carry this?
That one's tough. Because it's kind of a hurt people situation. I don't feel bad about Noah, and I don't think Noah feels bad about that. No, because crazy. Redguard without that is just that. I feel like the only way these factions can all coexist is getting rid of the one who did it. Whether or not it's fair or not. This is my decision.
Blue, are you ready to appraise your decisions?
Sure.
I am. You have chosen a future that casts aside the knife for more difficult incisions.
Yeah.
That aspires to new instruments, but that leaves you vulnerable.
That's fine.
That faces past wrongs head on, no matter the cost.
Sure.
That seeks to persist on the surface, regardless of the unknown and the possibility for pain.
That makes sense.
That recognizes past contributions and to go more slowly. That allows for comfort in tradition at the risk of docility. That knows some lines must not be crossed, regardless of survival.
I mean, some of those things were
That
horrific.
relentlessly seeks justice for those ignored. That believes some are simply beyond forgiveness.
I mean, it's not even within me to forgive.
That remembers where you came from, knowing you can never fully connect to it. Are you certain? The ancient
The principal one
will finally be eradicated.
hurts.
She has hid all her life. She can finally rest in oblivion.
I just think it's
People are truly beyond
like
forgiveness.
not to cover up the knowledge, but yeah.
She needs to go. Otherwise, certain sisters will rally behind her again. She had her chance
And
to do what was
against.
right, much longer than the rest of us. She chose to hold tightly.
If that is your wish, then so be it.
Thank you, Secretary.
Farewell, Blue. Let this thread be unburdened.
I think we're all still dead gravity-wise, but it's fine. It's good. Complete Chapter X, huh? What do we get? The post? The epilogue. Sure. Yeah, I mean, we might as well go through the end of this right now. We're close. Flashlight. Is this an abandoned place at this point? Seems like it. Blue.
I'm usually here alone, so thank you for coming with me. I know it's dangerous. This was your home. One of them.
Jowl.
Yes. It's the one I think about the most.
The others didn't want to come. We left for good, they said.
But you came.
Yes, I wanted to know more, see it for myself.
That's important. After everything that's happened, I can't help but come back. I return every year.
You're mourning.
Some things can't be rushed. Sometimes it feels like it was just yesterday.
Why don't you go visit my sisters? I'm sure they'd be happy to see someone other than me for once.
Ending Epitaph's Blue. Oh, I assume there's like a ton of endings based on, well, everything.
A teenager who fled her home.
Each of the different combinations.
And a picture in her pocket. She couldn't find happiness. She missed her parents. For you, something old. I feel as if I know her.
That is true. How, okay, that's blocked off, that's fine. Let's say, like, how... Is that blocked off? No. Oh, we're gonna be exploring. At least a little bit. I saw the memorial, we're going back to it. Don't worry, don't worry. Oh, this just goes to the stage. Okay.
Remember a guilty, matricidal watcher who lost faith in an eye. She could have been a nobody. She was ancient by the end. For you, something fresh. She's my favorite. Remember a stubborn and brash fixer who discovered our first forms of flight and disappeared. She could not sleep through the night. She struggled with words. For you, something secret. Words can be hard sometimes.
No. Oof. It's still tragic. Not that I guess I should have expected anything great to happen to those two poor souls, but I mean, still. Is there... Oh, we're stuck. No, we're good. It's closed. There's gotta be some behind the waterfall, right? No. That must be if we killed the Jaws, mate? No, I don't know. I don't know who that would be for. It's for someone, though.
Remember a tight-lipped and two-faced knower whose sacrifices outlived her. She made enemies over and over. She was not for the faint of heart. For you, something soft. So many enemies.
Check up here. I think we're good. I think they'd have a, I don't know, what? More fleshed out memorial, but I guess maybe it's just fallen into disrepair since they've made it to the surface. They can't, yeah. Okay, that's where we're at. The surfacing makes sense with the occupants gone. Sorry, the keepers. Yeah, nowhere isn't even in here, which is probably for the best. What happened to principal or youngest isn't fair, but it still feels like the right call to have made. And yes, I realize how much of a hypocrite that probably makes me and Blue. But I don't know.
A tired and indulgent healer who thrived in her late years as a cultural icon. She was petty. She was honest. For you, something sparkling. I'm a big fan. What's it like to be a legend?
But then you're drawn to the debate of like, well, which portions of the past like 7 years and beyond are worth keeping and not. It is a impossible choice.
Remember a philosophizing Bang Bang Fire who hated her role and was difficult to understand. She carried the past with her like a shadow. She was happier when she was drunk. For you, something funny. I wouldn't mind something funny.
She's just T-posing there.
Remember the armed sisters who upheld a fictitious government and sacrificed many lives. They turned on their own. They didn't know better. For you, something clean. I heard about them.
We don't really need them, but okay. I saved the sister. Well, the sisters, it sounded like they lived a full life anyways, so that's fine.
Remember a shy Jiao who stood in the same spot her whole life, giving away empty pages of memorabilia. She loved her function. She died standing at the ready. For you, something wild.
Ciao. So Fixer wasn't there. Watcher wasn't there. That's fine. Bartender and Principal, we know. Is that it? No. Mauve.
Remember an unflinching bartender who tended to libation the way she tended to revolution. She chose not to be careful. She was shot in the back. For you, something sacred.
Oh, maybe we didn't remember Mauve, which would be... I get it, but oof. Okay, the elevator is gone. Is there anything else? I don't know. So the Ancient Sister and Mauve both were not given. Oof. I didn't make a mistake there. The knowledge was still passed on.
To this day, I wonder, what if I had chosen differently? A sister once said to me, don't think too hard. It's bad for the brain. I can confirm that.
Your sisters. I've heard so much about them.
What would they say now?
I think they would want you to forgive yourself.
There is forgiveness, and then there is the gravity of consequence.
You did what you had to do.
I did. There's one last sight I want you to see. In the cave, there used to be a waterfall.
Never mind. That's what was there. It was just mauve that we did not. I guess mauve counts as like the red shell, right? But, oof. Nowhere at least got a
Remember a
remembrance.
lying and leading principal who tried to be a better mother than her own. She chose not to regret her damage. She chose to be in pain. For you, something merciful. All we can do is try, right?
I left so many things behind here. Maybe there's still more to leave. How about you? Anything you care to keep here?
I'd like to leave a picture.
Of what?
A friend.
It will be here for you, if ever you're back to visit. Are you ready to return to the others?
I am.
Blue to ephemeral. Blue to ephemeral. Ready for retrieval.
This is ephemeral. Message received, Blue. On our way to rendezvous.
Maybe you'll write something for me one day. After all, there are more yesterdays to come.
Well, society didn't get destroyed, which I'm gonna count among my benefits. It's a low bar to clear, but it's a bar we cleared nonetheless. Right, the virus should the virus should be gone. Of the occupant, the last occupant gone. The shoes are absolutely impossible to walk in. Who would have done that to themselves? Complete the game. Hecky Almo. That was a tour de force, for sure. I was hoping it would be just Nito all the way down, but makes sense that it wouldn't be. But making it Watcher and Blue was great. And Actor Watcher, even better. I don't even know if I could write a review for this game. I'm gonna have to, because I'm like 10 games behind and I'll have to work on them as we go, but it's gonna be tough to like try to summarize everything it touches on, and it does so incredibly successful. I forgot about the giant pigeon for no reason. I'm too stupid to figure some of this stuff out. I can't do the game justice. The youngest was the same voice. That makes sense. It's cool. But oof, it's just kind of touches on like everything: colonization, protests, fascism, and resistance of said like governments. You've got the whole nature versus nurture. You've got this like cycle of, if not abuse, the cycle of like I don't know, hatred and bitterness between each like generation of parents. You can see it go down the ladder in the communions and then in real life. Plus it packed in some fun twists about like, well, about the story in general. Thought the voice acting was really good. Some of the shots were incredible, and like just the framing and everything was really good. Not much game here, and that's fine. I never really felt bored by it, so if I never feel bored by a game, I don't really have to consider the gameplay. But if you're looking for more interactivity, a la, I don't know if you're looking for interactivity. It's more of a visual novel, more impact of Ace Attorney and like not 9 persons, 9 hours. That has a lot of puzzles. I don't know. Process of Illumination, other detective games, but it was a very good game. I really like this. This is one of those I'm gonna ponder for a while. I know Lorelei was my favorite game last year, and it kind of has, I don't know, not similar vibes, but I love unraveling a good yarn. Lorelei had interesting things to say about, I don't know, art. This felt like it touched on, and it did it really well, and this one felt like it touched on like 10 or 12 different big topics, and did them all quite well. At least to my notice. Cat. I mean, close to perfect. Like, almost no notes. And the notes I have are so tiny. It's like, did it matter that the escalators bugged the camera out a bit? Not really. It was kind of goofy. Would I have liked more sequences like the escape? Yeah, but not a real big deal to me. Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow unless something goes awry and I have to do stuff. If like someone's coming over or not. Don't think they are. So should be available tomorrow to stream out some Unicorn Overlord and hopefully get through the rest of that 2.5 continents and leave the back half, or enter the back half of the game. But hey, thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you like, leave a follow, just come back, hang out any other time you want. Until then, either have a great day or a great weekend. I have no idea what we'll play next. Hard to top that. Might jump into Isaac for a week just to cleanse the palate. We'll see. Until then, bye.